Hello and good morning. This is Mr. Alim, science teacher. So today we're going to check the activity that is due for today, which is August 24th, Monday. So what we're going to do is to just click on the homeroom that you are in. So if you're with Mr. Lim, please click Mr. Lim classwork. If you're with Mr. Jones, go ahead and click Mr. Jones. And if you are with Miss Divine, click Miss Divine. And then what will you do is to look for week of August 24th to 28th, and then click on August 24th science. So let's go ahead and click on that, and then as you can see, this is the turn in status. Of course, this is for today, and let me just have a quick review of those who turn in as of 10:46 a.m. okay, at today Sunday is August 23rd. Okay, if I'm going to scroll down a little bit here, click view more. This was last week Friday. For my homeroom, this is the status. So a lot of you are still not yet done turning in, and of course if we're going to check the rest of the week, 20th, okay, in here 16 people turn in my homeroom. In August 19th, 23 people turn in, 3 graded, 4 assigned, not done turning in, and then 23 turn in on August 18th, and then 6 people are not yet done, and then 1 graded. Okay, so please make sure you turn them in so that your parents will be notified that you are done turning them in. Okay, so back to business, which is August 24th. Click on August 24th, and then click on your assignment, which is this one. Really easy. Okay, give it a few seconds to load. All right, so let's click present. Today is August 24th, Monday. Welcome. All right, so this is the periodic table of elements. As you can see, don't get overwhelmed. Okay, we're not going to tackle everything here, just a few elements. So starting from number 1, hydrogen. Number 2, on the right hand side is your helium. Back to number 3, here on the left hand side is lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon gas. So we are going to be on a challenge on memorizing the first 10, okay, from hydrogen to neon. Okay, starting Monday, let's try to memorize the symbol and their chemical name. Okay, so hydrogen is the chemical name, and capital H is the symbol. So H for hydrogen, He for helium, so capital H and small e. Please note that we need to capitalize first the first and then small letter the second. This is so important. Okay, it is very strict in writing down the chemical symbol. Okay, lithium is L, capital L, and then small I, so Li, lithium. Atomic number 3. Number 4, atomic number 4 is beryllium, capital B and small e. Okay, until you go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so for Monday, please memorize the chemical name and chemical symbol. Okay, and then once you're done, please go ahead on the next one. In here, this is a Quizlet, so you're going to click on the link, and then let's study them. We have 9 questions. Nuclear symbol is, so go ahead and click on this full screen. Alright, so we have Fe, which is iron, okay, with atomic number of 50, 56, and then 26 is atomic mass. Nuclear symbol. Next is 26. Flip it and you can get the atomic number. Okay, so 26 is the atomic number, and then 56 is the atomic mass. Okay, click on the third one. The sum of the number of neutrons and protons in an atomic nucleus is, we call it mass number. I repeat, mass number is the sum of the number of neutrons, okay, which is the 0 charge, and protons, the positive charge, in an atomic nucleus. So example 56, the number 56 here on top is considered atomic mass. 26 here is your atomic number. Okay, please remember that. Positive charge, we know that it's a positive charge, positive icon, the plus sign is your protons. So remember, protons are your positive charge. So keep that in mind, memorize it. No charge is, we know that it's already neutrons. Let's check it out. Yes, neutrons. And then negative charge, of course, the last but not the least, the smallest subatomic particle, which is electrons. There you go. And then atomic number, example 26. So 26 is it that this is the atomic number, and then 56 is the atomic mass, or the mass number. So that is the number of protons. We defined atomic number as the number of protons and electrons, so that they can be neutral charge. Okay, number 8, mass number minus atomic number is, let's see, number of neutrons. So when we subtract the mass number, which is 56, minus the atomic number, which is 26, that is your number of neutrons. Remember, neutrons must be equal to that of your mass number and atomic number, which is protons and electrons. And the last one is number of protons, example 26 in here. Unless there is a negative number in the nuclear symbol, then add to protons, which will be equal to the number of electrons. Okay, so there we have it. What will you do is to click on back here, and then go ahead, and if you want to try to learn them, click on the learn button here, and then click get it, and then just try your best. So number of electrons, number of neutrons. So what is the atomic number 26? We define this as the atomic. Okay, so you need to try your best to remember everything. If you have written down notes there, okay, so you say a number of protons, it is correct. Okay, it will automatically check your memory skills. The 26 here is what? Atomic number, correct? So if you need to click on atomic number, if you're not sure, you may try again here. So okay, let's try to make it a guess. Number of protons, example 26, unless there's a number. So which one is it? So you have to really remember, or if you've written down notes there in the previous one, in the flip page, you can go ahead and try. So let's assume that you are done with everything. So back to set page, and then if you need to click on the right, okay, try to write. So what do you call the FE here? Chemical symbol, stuff like that. Okay, chemical symbol. Oops, chemical symbol, stuff like that. So you need to click on that, the answer. All right, so it will give you the correct answer, which is chemical symbol. Okay, so I was correct, stuff. So you need to click on that. So, and then just once you're done, we have 9 questions in here, then it will give you automatically a score. Okay, click back, and then it's to check your spelling. All right, it's simple. Type what you do. Okay, the sum of the number of neutrons and protons in atomic nucleus, example 56, is the mass number. Okay, so mass number, so you heard it, mass number. Okay, all right, and then after that, there will be a button here checking your response. Okay, all right, so once you're done, we can go ahead and
mass number,
so you can hear it. Now we're done. So I'm sorry, we need to click on the back button here, and then you can go back to finish the test. Test should be like really easy, everything that you have discussed. So example, what is the 26 is your atomic number. Okay, and then what is the Fe? It means iron, so chemical symbol. So you have to practice everything that you have learned in here. Atomic number, example 26, is the number of protons, stuff like that. So and electrons, if you want to be more specific in it, just check the spelling, capital electrons. Okay, matching type protons and electrons are, so protons are positive charge, letter A, the negative charge is B, and then no charge is neutrons. Okay, example, unless there is a symbol, stuff like that. So you have to remember what you've written here and then go to true or false, then check answers. It will give you a quiz result, or what we call score. Okay, so once you're done, click the check answers here. It will give you automatic score here on this side. So take a picture of it or screenshot it and then send it to me for grading. Okay, so that is for Quizlet today. Now let's go back to the slide. What we'll do is to enter the Edpuzzle. Okay, so we have only 2 activities today. So click on the full screen so you can automatically see it. So click the play button here. If you want to see a subtitle, click on the CC here, then click English. So it could give you a very nice chemical symbol or subtitle. Want to check? So it will give you a automatic introduction.
Hello, friends. I am an atom. Yes, an atom. Can you see me? Oh yes, I know you can see me on your screen, but I am just an imaginary picture of an atom. Real atoms are too tiny. You can only see them under a very special microscope. Actually, this big microscope can be called a machine. Okay, now you know that we're so tiny that we can only be seen with machines. Now, I have a question for you. Do you know the meaning of your name? Very good if you know it.
So an atom can be seen with the naked eye, so true or false. So we say false because we need what we call electron microscope to see them. They're very tiny, very microscopic. So click submit. Then you get an automatic score if you get it right. Then click continue. All right, click continue.
If you don't know, ask your parents. But I also know the meaning of my name. It means that which can't be cut, that which is uncuttable. Actually, it's a Greek word, which means it is indivisible, which means it can't be divided further or can't be cut further. Let me show you something. Let me ask this man to cut the apple in his hand in half. Now do it again. Please do it again. Keep doing it until you can't cut it any further. Yes, this is the smallest part which you can't cut any further, but it can also be cut under a microscopic machine.
So as you can see, in an apple, if you keep on cutting in it, and then if you can come up with a very smallest particle, that is your atom. In this picture, it is our mascot here is like a big circle with a moving tiny circles in it, which are electrons, and then the big circle here is your nucleus that contains your protons and neutrons, and we studied that before.
Gene. So, if you get a part so small which can't be divided further, it is called indivisible. It can't.
So again, what is indivisible? It means cannot be cut further. Okay, so atom cannot be cut further. So meaning to say, atom is indivisible, cannot be divided anymore. Okay, whatever you do, it is already the smallest particle. So that's how we associate atom.
Can't be cut further. It is uncuttable. It is an atom.
So let's have a quick question here. An atom is blank because it cannot be cut. So we call it indivisible. Divisible and multiplies, definitely not multiplies, because atom is said to be uncuttable. Okay, and then divisible, nope, it cannot be divided anymore further. So the correct answer is indivisible. Click submit. Alright, so you get 100 out of 100. So once you're done doing it, click continue.
Let me tell you a secret. Everything is made up of atoms. You, this water, this table, this blackboard, this fan, these fruits, everything is made up of atoms. Oh, you're right too. Everything is made of molecules, but all molecules are made of atoms. Confused? Go to the blackboard and write any sentence. Good. Now this is a whole sentence. Now circle all of the words in this sentence. Now let's take a word and circle all the letters of R with some other color. Very good. You see, this sentence is made up of words, but words are made up of letters. So letters are the smallest units of a sentence.
So this is a very good explanation of how atoms are going to be discussed. So as we can see, just like what our model here presented, we are learning is your sentence, right? So in a sentence, sentence is composed of words. So the word we, the word are, and the word learning, right? So in this case, we need to divide them further. So the this sentence contains words, and this words contains letters. Okay, so for instance, the word we, W and E are the letters. The word are, A-R-E, are the three letters. And the word learning is L-E-A-R-N-I-N-G, right? So those are the letters. Those are now the atoms in a particular matter, okay? In a particular thing. It cannot be cut. It cannot be divided further. So that is how atom works.
Similarly, everything is made up of molecules, but molecules are made up of atoms. So atoms are the smallest unit of
This is a good representation of your molecule versus atom. When we say atom, these are the individual, very small particles that comprise your molecule. And molecule is composed of atom. Okay? So, in simple words, atom plus atom plus atom equals molecule. Okay, so molecule together and molecules together will comprise your compounds, and we will discuss them later.
everything. Look at this. See,
What is the smallest unit of living and non-living things? So you have to really be smart in choosing your answers here. It says molecule, cell, atom, and molecule and atom. So in this case, you have to remember what was mentioned in the video. If you're writing down notes, that is going to be helpful. So I will do make a mistake on purpose so that you will see this multiple choice question, how would it impact you. So don't get frustrated if you don't get the correct answer. So if you click atom and molecule and then another box here, so it says as many as you can. What is smallest unit of living in non, but you're referring to living and non-living things. So not cell, because cell is the unit, basic unit of life. So you try to really okay, click on the boxes that you feel that are correct. So we'll do it on purpose. It says wrong because what is small unit? The answer is atom only. Okay, so we did it on purpose so that you can see that sometimes it will ask for one or more answers, or yes, correct answers.
water is made up of water molecules, but water is made of atoms. There are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen.
Very good and very well presented. So the molecule of water, it contains H2O, so 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So this oxygen here is an atom, and then hydrogen, the 2 hydrogens here are also atoms. Hydrogen and oxygen together will form molecule. Okay, so that is a basic difference between an atom and molecule. We are showing to you that when you combine atoms together, they will comprise your molecule. So now in here we have the molecule of water. You cannot say water atom. Nope, that's wrong. We need to call it water molecule. Why molecule? Because it comprises, or it contains 1, 2, or 3, or 2 or more atoms combined together.
And in each water molecule. So when atoms join together, they form a molecule. And when molecules join together, they form a thing.
So atoms join together to form a cell, molecule, or thing. So thing is a matter, cell is the basic unit of life. That was never discussed yet in our video. So click submit on it. So molecule is the correct answer.
So now
Molecules can join together to form a blank. So not a cell, because cell is the basic unit of life. Atom is indivisible, cannot be broken down any more further. So the answer is thing, right? It could be matter, and it could be anything. All right, so we're doing it correctly.
So now you understand. Good. So now, friends, now I would show my body. Yes, I would show different parts of my body. In the center of an atom, there is the nucleus. It is made up.
So what again is inside? We have nucleus, and then this red here, it could be your protons, and then this blue here are your neutrons. So protons and neutrons combining together will be your nucleus. So this is what is inside the big circle a while ago.
Of even smaller parts. These are called protons and neutrons. Each of these protons carries a positive electrical charge. The neutrons are equally as heavy as protons, but don't carry any electrical charge. So, the nucleus of an atom is positively charged due to protons.
So since protons and neutrons are together, so protons plus 0 is equal to a positive charge. So what can be found in the nucleus of an atom? So we define electrons are wrong, this is wrong, protons and electrons wrong, and we know that it's protons and neutrons. It's always positive and 0. So click submit. There you have it, and you're getting the hang of it.
Now,
What is the charge of a nucleus? Of course, we already said positive plus 0 is equal to positive. So positive is the correct answer, not neutral, because it contains your positive. It is asking the nucleus and not neutrons, so that don't get confused. Neutrons is 0, but protons are positive, and since protons are combined with a 0, it will become positive. Thank you.
electrons are outside the nucleus. They are orbiting around the nucleus.
So as you can see, these blue circles here are orbiting your protons and neutrons together to form your nucleus. So they are electrons. They are so small. Okay, they are the smallest subatomic particle, and we discussed this last week.
The electrons carry a negative charge. The total negative charge of electrons is equal to the positive charge of the nucleus. So in total, an atom is neutral. The positive charge of the protons is neutralized by the negative charge of the electrons. So it is like +1 is neutralized by -1, and overall charge of an atom becomes 0.
The charge of an atom is either positive or negative. So the charge of an atom is either positive or negative. So it could be a, so in here you need to try it on purpose. Is it a false or a true? So you can see atom could contain positive and negative, which is a positive or protons, and then neutrons. So if you click true, okay, so you see on purpose we need to click the false. Okay, this is showing you that don't get frustrated when you get the wrong answer.
The
Just keep
electrons
on
are moving outside
moving,
the
okay?
nucleus at a very high speed. Can they run away from the nucleus? No, they can't run away. Every atom has the same number of protons, electrons, and neutrons. So there is an attraction between equally strong negative and positive charges. Due to this attraction, electrons can't run away, as positively charged protons keep them pulled towards them. Hope this is all clear to all of you.
So if an atom has 6 protons and 6 neutrons, how many electrons will orbit the nucleus? So what we do is to remember if you need to add this together or subtract them together. Okay, so 6 plus 6 is equal to 10. If that is your answer, go ahead and click submit. If not, please try to remember what you have learned. So it could be 3, it could be 6, but for the sake of this, we do this on purpose so that you will see that not every time you should getting the correct answer. Okay, and the correct answer is if an atom is 6. Okay, because protons and electrons are the same together. Protons and electrons are your atomic number.
Back and see it again. Now let me explain how we atoms bond together to form a molecule. It's just like the letters getting together to form a word. Electrons keep moving in shells outside the nucleus. Each shell contains a fixed number of electrons. The first shell can have 2 electrons, and the second...
We discussed this before. The first shell should be 2, and then the second one should be 6, or to make it 8. Okay, so the second level orbital level should be 8 now. Okay, to make it 2 plus 6 is 8.
Can have 8 electrons. The third can hold 18, and the fourth can hold up to 32 electrons. The atoms in the outermost shell of an atom are called valence electrons.
So what is valence electrons? It is the outermost electrons of your atom. Okay, valence electrons are the last, okay, in a specific atomic molecule. Okay, so in here, this is your nucleus that contains your protons and neutrons, positive and 0 charge, and then in here the first level is 2 electrons, the second level would be 8 electrons, and then the third level is 18. Okay, so the last one in here, the purple one, are called valence electrons, and these valence electrons are so important because they will be used for bonding to add to the next, okay, bonding to the other atoms.
And the outermost shell is called the valence shell.
Electron in an atom can be found on a shell orbital valence, and we call it shell. Remember, orbital shell is the region, okay, a place where your electrons can be found, not orbital, because orbital is the process of orbiting your nucleus. Okay, next.
Atoms bond with other atoms to form a molecule with these valence electrons in the valence shell. Remember one thing, atoms always keep trying to fill their shells. Take, for example, an oxygen atom. In its second shell, it can hold up to 8 electrons, but the oxygen atom only has 6 electrons in its second shell, so it is always looking for more electrons to fill its shell. Now, here is a hydrogen atom.
So the same with water, that's why the first shell is 2 and then the second shell is 2, 4, 6. Now we need to make it 8 because the octet rule means it must have 8, right? So this outer shell right now is your valence electrons, and then you have free 1 hydrogen here and 1 hydrogen here, so they will now have to combine with one of this because this one is stable, these two are stable, these separate ones here are not stable, so this one needs to go here and this one needs to go there. Let's
only has 1 electron in its outer shell, but it can hold 2 electrons in its shell, so it is also looking for more electrons. So the oxygen atom bonds with 2 hydrogen atoms to fill its valence shell by sharing 1 electron from each hydrogen atom. In this way, the hydrogen atom's requirement is also fulfilled, as they can also fill their shells to their capacity of 2 electrons in their valence shells.
Atoms bond to each together to form a molecule because their valence shells are looking to be filled, but this is technically true because in here we have 2, 4, and originally 6. To become 8, we need to add more 2 atoms. So unfortunately, we have the hydrogen that has 1 in here and 1 in here, so we need 2 hydrogens to form a bond of a water. Okay, so H2O in here. Perfect.
By
Continue.
combining together, they become water molecules. So friends, now you understand us. I am part of you. So learn us well by watching this video again and again.
Alright, so technically you're done with the Edpuzzle, and then it will ask for show results, so you might want to get you answered 8 out of 11. Okay, we did this on purpose, so we will be looking for some of your answers later and we can't wait to see your scores. Okay, so once you're done with the Edpuzzle, you can now have to type here in the summary conclusion. So you might want to say I don't conclude that project is important to study because, please type here, I get to understand how atoms and molecules work together to form a new substance or matter or thing. Alright, so this could be your correct answer, and I'll be waiting for this one, and then the last you can just like, okay, the same, match this, match there, and then match if they're correct. Okay, so let's return them back, and then that's it. So good luck to your questions, and then of course don't forget to click turn in, okay, once you're done with the classwork, so I can check them right away and return them back to you for your scores and grades. Again, don't forget to click turn in with your assignments so I could check them. Okay, and then don't forget to go to your next class once you're done with science. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Have a great day and see you tomorrow.